Hello YouTube, Peter from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. And I'm just grooving on this here Washburn. It is freaking amazing. So glad that I put the StewMac 70s distortion in the bridge and the tone zone, the Mazio, in the neck. Whoa. And split. When I split it, it sounds amazing. I can't believe it. And I don't split pickups. You know that. Yeah, man. So, totally digging on this here. And it stays in tune. And I really abuse it when I'm playing it. Again, I had, this is another Guitar Center purchase. It was listed as an N2. And it's an N24F for flamed maple. Would you look at that maple? Look at that maple. So yeah, I changed the pickups, I changed the knob, and I've had to put my Dragon Yin Yang on it. It's a keeper. So I still can't believe the price of guitars. I'm hoping that the market is going to drop. I saw, you know, I've been watching the videos on the NAMM shows with different, you know, brands and different people and different YouTubers. And although I complain and sometimes I make fun of the YouTubers that I watch, I subscribe to them and I watch them all the time. Sometimes they make me laugh, sometimes they make me mad. Sometimes, you know, I'm like, wow, I'm glad I watched that. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't get back 10, 20 minutes of my day. But that's just me. Might I digress? So I was looking for, again, an N4, because this N24F is just serving me so well. It's amazing. And I don't know why I got rid of the first two. Well, I do know, because the Padauk one was heavy and I was standing up all the time with that one. Now I have to sit down because of my shoulder and my back. And the gold one was just, like I said, to me, I like a gold metal plate guitar. I look at it for a while and then I get sick of looking at it. Why? I don't know why. So, this thing here, I was thinking about replacing the Floyd Rose Special and putting a Floyd Rose Original in here. And, you know, only because reasons, really, nothing else, because it stays in tune and it works. I just pulled it off the wall. And it's right in tune, and I guarantee once I'm done using and abusing the whammy bar, tremolo, wiggle stick, shifter, and I check it after I'm done playing and make sure and hang it back up on the wall. And the temperature down here went from cold back to warm again. So it went from having the heat on back to the AC 24/7. And it really doesn't make that much of a difference on the hardtail and the Floyds. The only thing I've noticed it on so far is if I have a guitar with a trem that doesn't have a locking nut. So even that puppy up there, I played that the other day and right in tune. So the weather, the heat, from heat to cold doesn't affect, and it's not like they're roasted maple necks or fingerboards, and it's not like they, from what I recall, having like a reinforced graphite rod in the neck, like the Chauvel's and stuff like that, and Ibanez's. But in any case, so yeah, I've been, you know, thinking about the deal with the guitar shop, and kind of irked in a way, the way it was presented to me about, like, yeah, this is just, if you want to come with an acoustic guitar and sing a song kind of thing, which I don't understand. It's a guitar store. So I remember going to Guitar Center on Long Island and seeing like Stuttering John from the Howard Stern show at the time perform. and then I can get to, you know, you can get to meet him, you can get to check out, you know, see what he's got on the floor. And I think he had like a tube screamer like everyone else has, and I think he had a Boss chorus pedal, and that was about it. And he was driving a Jeep at the time. So yeah, I remember people like that performing. I remember, you know, the producers, the guy that owned the music store that I used to train him and his son privately, and then he asked me to do security and bodyguard work for him because he hooked up with the keyboardist from the Billy Squier band. They started having bands come down. I remember he was going to have, you know, guitar seminars at his shop, and the open mic thing, I think, is a good idea to let people come down. You know, let that 16-year-old that's going to be a big hit one day, let him come down and just work through, you know, honing his skills and getting up the courage and letting other people come. You know, it seems like it was just told to me, this is just a fun strumming, country picking, folk song kind of place, and no one else is welcomed. So yeah, it's still burning me inside. It'd be great if they saw the video I put out. I think with that, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to, being it's got a reverse headstock like Hendrix, I'm going to do a Hendrix song. And you tell me what you think. It's been a while, and what 11 years with my band, I played this at every gig, but it's, let me see, I haven't played with my band since 2012, so it's been about, what, 13 years? So let's see how it goes. Hope the volume is right. While I kiss the sky, the haze is all around. Don't know if I'm coming up or down. Am I happy or in misery? Whatever it is, that girl put a spell on me. Or just the end of it. It has been a while. And as soon as I started playing it, because it's hot down here yet again, I have to turn the AC up, my hands started sweating. Yep. Probably because I was nervous playing it, because first time playing today, no excuses, I understand. And I haven't played this in a while. I can't remember the last time I played it. I can't remember if I even made a video with this. And I have some songs that I play all the time that have lyrics, the words, you know, with it. I play, you know, Tom Petty's, Running in a Dream, I think, something like that. And then I play While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and Two Tickets to Paradise, and Hard to Handle. You know, those I know have words to it, so I could just sit back and do the guitar part. The Rockin' in a Free World doesn't have words, and I rather just do this, you know, solo for the words. This one, I was thinking, and I was nervous, if you could tell, every time when I had to sing, what the verse was going to be, you know. So, got lucky with that one. A little sloppy, and I was, you could see I was very intent on paying attention to what I was doing. I wasn't relaxed or comfortable at all. It wasn't free flowing like I normally play. It just wasn't coming from my head into my hands. I was like, okay, I know where I gotta go. Make sure I don't mess it up, kind of thing. So yeah, maybe, you know, again, with it being 2025 and we're on the right path now, maybe the inflation will drop and maybe the prices of the guitars will go down, especially with the used stuff. And the new stuff, you can't do much with it, but still, for an N4, $2,600, and the neck isn't one solid piece. The headstock is glued onto the neck. You know, I just can't see spending that kind of money. I'm tempted to, but I keep on talking myself out of it. And the COVID thing in 2020 that hit, everyone that was stuck at home all of a sudden started buying guitars, and then the price of guitars went up. I was no better. I bought a bunch of guitars too. I even bought 3 sports cars, 2 Porsches and a Mustang. So, you know, one of those things that now I'm hoping that they become realistic on the prices of the guitars, especially the used stuff. I don't expect the vintage, anything over 20 years is vintage, but I'm talking vintage like from the 50s, 60s. I'm talking stuff like that would probably still be high. Guitars that I'm seeing, like I'll see a 70 Les Paul Black Beauty, and it could be anywhere from $3,500 to $6,000 in pristine condition, and I'm like, that's the 70s, you know. Basically, those were 3-piece necks, 2-piece bodies, I think it was. They had a seam here, or they had a seam here, I don't remember. And they were like 15, 16 pounds, man. They were like a boat anchor. And the 3-bolt 70s guitars, those were always the cheapest thing to get at a guitar store. That's why at a mop and sweep. At a swap it or guitar show, those were the, you know, that's why I had a couple of them, because I had this one for that and that one for this and the whole bit. So anywho, yeah, any comments, leave below. I address everything, even the nasty people, because, you know, if that's what's filling their day, to get mad and say something, you know, nasty, then I just thank them for it, because I'm a public servant. I'm helping them out. I'm helping their psychosis, their mental breakdown, and if that gets them, you know, through the day, and they don't have road rage, or, you know, they don't hurt someone out on the street, then okay, Cool. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and better tomorrow.